What's up guys, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. This is part 3 on how to make a balloon popper game in Scratch, and in this video we'll be looking at how to make the bad balloons that we do not want to pop and how to make the lives. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So here's the code from last time, and if you haven't seen parts 1 or 2 yet, you can check them out, links in the description. But anyways, we're going to duplicate this balloon sprite and call this Bad Balloons. And in the costumes, I have a costume from my backpack, which is basically a balloon that's the color black, to show that this is a bad balloon that you do not want to pop. And I also have a death costume in my backpack. I'll call this bad balloon. So yeah, in the code, first we're going to change the amount it spawns. So I'm going to do pick random 1 to 3, and over here I want it to switch costume to the death, and instead of repeat 3, we're going to repeat 20, and we can delete this. So is this, and we're going to go to looks. Wait, what? We're going to go to looks and switch costume. Set the ghost effect, or change the ghost effect by 5. So it will fade if it gets popped, and normally when it spawns it will switch to the bad balloon costume. Alright, so in here we can take this out, and yeah, everything's... also we can take this out because it's going to be the color black, so we don't need this to change color. So if I run the project, we got some bad balloons spawning here and there, and if I click on them, as you can see, it switches to the skull and it fades away. So I want it to fade up a little bit, so when it changes, like right after here, we're going to go to motion and drag a change Y by 2. So when I click the green flag, it will slowly fade up, like that. So next, we're going to make the lives. So I have a sprite from my backpack, and I'm going to call this lives. And in this sprite, I have 4 costumes. I have 1 heart, 2 heart, 3 hearts, and 0 hearts. So make sure when you make your costumes, you align this in this specific order, or else it won't work properly. Alright, in the code, I'm going to drag a when green flag clicked, and we're going to start off by making a new variable. So we're going to call this lives, and make sure this is for all sprites, and click OK. So I'm going to set lives to 3, and I'm going to make this show, and make sure it goes to the specific position. So I'm going to make it that right here, and that is X -208 and Y 150. Alright, so next I'm going to go to control and drag a forever loop, and go to looks and drag a switch costume to, and go to variables and drag the lives variable. And simple as that, we're going to add 1 more block in the bad balloons, and we're going to change lives by -1 here. Actually, we're not going to put it here because that will just repeat 20 times, and that will make it lose 20 lives. So make sure you put it out of the repeat loop. So now, when I click the green flag, we have bad balloons. If I click it, lives are 2, and as you can see, I lost a heart. So that's how you make lives. And you can use this in your other games, not just this game right here. So we can hide this lives variable, since now we know what our lives are because of our hearts. But what happens if our hearts reaches 0? It will be game over. So I'm going to drag an if statement and go to operators, and drag an equals, and I'm going to duplicate this. So if the lives is equal to 0, then we're going to go to control, and we're going to stop all. Like that, and the game will end. We can add a game over effect later in the series, but right now we're just going to put a stop all for now. So if I click it, the game stops, which is what we want. But anyways, in the next video, we'll be looking at how to keep track of our balloons that we popped. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Only a small percent of viewers who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you enjoy the content, please make sure to subscribe. It's free and you always can change your mind later. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Scratch tutorial. Peace out.